Hello, I'm Helen Fu. Welcome to Health Factor. Our guest today is Yvonne Dunetz, who has been actively involved in healthcare for over 30 years. As the owner of YCD Holistic Healing, she specializes in stress, anxiety, and pain management, pre- and post-surgical anxiety, chronic and acute illness, grief support, customized training and educational programs for adults, adolescents, and children. Welcome to the show, Yvonne.
Thank you for having me.
We're just so excited about having you on. I know we've been chatting before the show, and you've had tremendous experiences. And tell us a little bit about your education, your background.
I have my master's in social work, so I trained in the clinical components of it, but also within health administration. So I have always had a desire to have a holistic approach. So I never went the clinical route of social work because I wanted to be able to combine the things like the mindfulness and breath work and yoga and the energy work and all of those things
Wonderful things
into
all together.
Working with people and to
Yes.
help them and to empower people in their own health and wellness. So my career evolved over the years from working as a director of an ambulatory center to heading up an ambulatory center for senior citizens to working for the health department and then for setting up physician practices and doing things in healthcare where more and more I was asked to work with some of the providers and help in relationship to any stress and anxiety that was going on. And it followed my career and my life because I was continuing to evolve and gain additional skills in the holistic area. So as that came out, it came time for me to really kind of come out in the open and move towards a true holistic approach in the services that I was providing. So that's what I've done. I really began and went out there with the energy work and then with the mindfulness meditation and the hypnotherapy and the archetypal pattern work and a lot of variety of other things to really try to evolve my skills so that I could help people in any way that I could.
Wonderful. It just sounds like a lot of things you've been trying to do, but everything like connects.
It all connects as one. Yes, it's the mind, body, and spirit. It all connects as one. And that's the avenue that I think is so important because in healthcare, we cannot just treat the physical component. We really need to treat the mind, the body, and the spirit.
I totally agree. That's also my approach,
Yes.
what I do, because of my trainings in Chinese medicine.
Yes.
I do a lot of emotional healing.
Exactly.
And we all understand the importance of emotions, body, and mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so sometimes I joke with my clients. I said it's kind of like we're trying to put together a jigsaw puzzle.
Yes.
We have all these different pieces.
That's right.
But a lot of times people just, they're like in the dark without knowing all these different pieces.
It's very true. And one of the things that's missed sometimes is that we are who we are today because of our history.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All of it. And our cells never forget our history. Mm-hmm. So the people in our lives, the experiences that we've had, the choices that we've made, the good, the bad, the challenging, all come with us and make us who we are. A lot of times people's illnesses or diseases present with certain symptoms. And what we do, generally speaking, in the healthcare field may be to approach it in a very linear way or, like this, because people are trying to listen to the symptoms and then determine what tests, what medications, whatever. One of the beauties of my work, and I think because of my training and what I've gone through, is the ability where there are numerous physicians that will refer me clients where all of the tests have come back negative, but the symptoms are clear. And it's amazing to be able, and it's an honor and a privilege, to take the time to meet somebody right where they are and really find out about their history and really listen to what's gone on in their life.
Yeah.
Because it's usually, it stems from something at some time that either triggered an emotional response or a feeling of unworthiness, or they've been harmed or hurt in a certain way, where it then evolved in disease. But once we can focus and really hone in, because everybody wants to be loved, honored, cherished, respected, and cared for who they are.
Yes,
and not
that's
to
right.
portray to be someone that they're not. And if they're living a life that is not true to them, that's when the problem begins. Or
That's
if there's
what we
something
call disharmony.
exactly,
So they are out of balance.
Yeah, out of balance.
Yes.
And that's when we talk about a holistic approach. We're talking about mind, body, and spirit, and helping people to find harmony and balance, and to empower them in their own health and wellness, and to make the positive choices that they need to make so that they can live their life to the fullest and be happy, because they deserve to be.
Absolutely. I totally agree with your approach, because we know a lot of people thought our body is, that's all. And whatever our body symptoms, we need to take care of the symptoms. And a lot of people don't quite know the connection between mind and body. And especially the most important part is the emotion. Emotion
truly
is
is.
really the connector between the mind and the body.
So let's take that thought just a little further, because without mental health, there's no health. And some people don't understand that mental health is just as important as physical health. And we need to address that, because there are a variety of symptoms or situations that come up for people that affect them. And it may start with the mental health component and then end up in the physical. But it is just as important, and we really need to be aware of that and help people in any way that we can.
Yes, that's so right. And
we're trying to get an essence of wholeness.
Totally, I agree with that.
Right.
Yeah, and also we you mentioned sometimes people have symptoms. They know they are feeling something abnormal,
Correct.
but they couldn't quite tell. And when they go to the doctors to run these tests, and the tests say you're normal, and so that's what we've been dealing with a lot in Chinese medicine, because from normal to diagnosis, it's a full spectrum.
It is.
And a lot of people are somewhere in between.
That's right.
They have symptoms, but they don't quite meet the criteria for
Correct.
diagnosis.
That's correct.
And so, because Western medicine is evidence-based medicine, so they would say if you don't meet the criteria, you are normal, even though they are in between.
Right.
That's why we're doing this workshop in April. I mentioned to you, talking about the almost factor.
Yes.
Because a lot of people are somewhere in between, having some symptoms, but then they don't quite know how to treat them, because they won't be recognized.
And the interesting thing is, as we help to raise awareness with people, helping them to realize what's normal for them and what's abnormal, no one can tell us how we feel.
Yes.
Only we can really articulate what's going on. And sometimes, because of life and what's happened to people's lives, they actually have become a little distant to how they really feel. And when you honor a person and you really connect with the essence of their being, their heart, their being, and you begin to help them to balance and harmonize and connect with their mind, body, and spirit, what you do, or what I find that I love to do, is empower people to begin to know what is normal for them, what is not normal for them, and to be able to go to a doctor and be able to say, I am having this and this symptom. This is not normal for me. Because if we are experts on our own body, we'll be able to catch things ahead of the game. And if we also are experts in taking care of ourselves, both with what we eat, taking in good, healthy, excellent food, drinking plenty of water, making sure we sleep, making sure that we exercise, surrounding ourselves with positive people, positive experiences, and making positive choices.
Yes.
When we go that route, what we've done for the vehicle of our body is keep it in excellent shape, right?
Yes.
So that we can live our life to the fullest and do what we're here to do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, that's
And
beautifully
that's
said.
the goal. That truly is the goal. I know that is the goal for me. I truly want to empower people with knowledge and information and tools. I always tell everybody we have a pocket by our side, and what we want to do is never feel helpless or hopeless. What we want to do is try to learn tools that some of which that we may use in emergencies, some every day, some occasionally, and some that we learn that we may say, we learned it, but not this one, we don't need that one. But when we have tools and we raise our awareness and we have education, that gives us the ability to have tremendous strength and courage to move forward in our journey and to live our lives to the fullest.
Well, nice. Now, let's talk a little bit about what you do, because I went to your studio, your office, and saw all the things that you are doing.
How did it feel for you when you came into my office?
I feel pretty happy, actually. Yeah. I went in there, I felt peaceful, and everything was actually in harmony.
Yes.
And it's very artistic, but very casual. But peaceful. I think it's just comfortable, especially the big chair. I love that big chair. It's, I can take a nap here. That's so comfortable. And tell us about your light therapy and your sound therapy that you do, and with that big gong in your studio.
I know you were attracted by the gong. As a Kundalini yoga instructor, when we teach yoga, we do incorporate gong into that experience, because the gong is a vibrational tool. It's another method of sound healing that is very amazing what it does. We call it a gong bath when we do these wonderful things with the gong, and the human being, which responds to vibration in so many ways, because we're basically, a lot of us are a lot water in there, right?
I'm very familiar with the sound of gong.
Yeah.
Actually, I grew up in China listening to that gong sound all the time.
Yes. In my office, the one that you saw is a healing gong. It is specifically to help people in their healing work. And it has an amazing sound. When I take it outside, and I've taken it by the Reflection and Garden and Labyrinth that we have in Nashua, you feel like you're an outdoor cathedral. When it's inside, you feel like you're in the cathedral of your own presence in sacred space, allowing you to do your healing work. And it's very beautiful. So sound healing, the gong, the my tuning forks. I have my beautiful chakra crystal singing bowls. I have my alchemy bowls, and I am blessed that I have from Abhijanya the crystal light therapy. So that's one component. I also do energy work, which I love, in Reiki and touch therapy, and that beautiful chair that you spoke of is the hypnotherapy chair. And I love to be able to help people through the power of suggestion and helping them get through a number of different things that they need assistance with through the power of that suggestion. So, and teaching them self-hypnosis and helping them with that. So there is a variety of things. My practice really is holistic. So I'm offering a variety of different things. And then on the other side, so what you experience, which I love to hear, when I set the intention for that part of my office, which is the therapeutic side, I wanted it to be a place that people came in, because I'm located in a home, where they would feel safe and secure and nurtured and nourished and get a sense of rejuvenation, but they would realize they are in a home where a person is there to surround them with love and support, and to help them with the tools that I have to do their healing work. So art to me is an expression of one's soul, all forms of art. So it's important for me to have art in my surroundings, to have furniture that's upholstered and feels like home. To every piece of everything that I have in my office was done in a way in order to secure that space so that someone would feel like you did. You felt peaceful and happy and safe. And then the other side, I have the whole first floor in this home that I'm in at 1 Prospect Street. And the other side is the education, training, and retreat facilities.
Yes, that's true. Tell us more about the
and so
kind of
in
educational
there,
programs,
which I love, is the opportunity. Now, remember, I'm humbly not a big place, but I'm in a home, and I have 3 separate rooms there, one of which to do larger groups, but still in a smaller capacity, you know, not like a conference center. And then breakout opportunities where we can have small groups, and then in the center room, a smaller group. And then, of course, when the weather gets beautiful, we have the deck and the porch. so we can go
Oh,
outside.
yes, that porch looks very nice.
But even the rooms, I didn't, label them conference A, B, or C. I labeled them peace, balance, and harmony.
I love those names.
Putting into the energetic trajectory, the energetic field, the intent. The intent of the space is to be a place where people can come and learn the tools that they need, information that they need, so that they can go out into their world and empower themselves to lead a healthy life.
And tell us a little bit more about the people who you work with. You have massage therapists?
No, I actually don't have a massage therapist there. We refer out for that.
Okay.
So on the education, training, and retreat facilities, we have a collective mix of instructors that are very passionate about what they do. And they're passionate about helping me to fulfill the mission of creating space and providing excellence and information that will empower people to live a healthy and happy and full life. And so we have people that are excellent in their fields offering a tremendous amount of wonderful educational programs and experiences.
So people can just find more information about your programs
and
then
they
sign up?
Yeah,
so
they can go right on to ycdholistichealing.com and you'll see a calendar there. And it's constantly changing and being revitalized and new, because I am trying to get the best instructors that I possibly can, and a diversity of offerings there so that we can reach out to the public in a very special way.
Nice. I also understand that you have a special conference coming up.
I do, and
I know you are very passionate about it. And I registered for that conference, by the way, so I'm coming.
Thank you so much, and I greatly appreciate it. This conference, I knew it was last May that we really had the dedication and opening of the education, training, and retreat facilities. But before I ever did that, because that was something I've always wanted to do on my bucket list, I've wanted to have a conference on how we heal, a holistic approach to health and wellness. I have wanted to do this for years, Helen, and I wanted to provide an opportunity where, here I'm in a home, so instead of going to a conference center to find another home, and I was blessed in being able to put this conference at the Natural Country Club, a larger home, a non-threatening space, a very wonderful place to begin to have the dialogue on truly how we heal, a holistic approach. The speakers that we have are excellent. I am so proud that we have like Dr. Donald Levy. He is not only an assistant clinical professor at Harvard Medical School, but he is the medical director of the Osher Center for Integrative Care. And if you look up on the screen, it's wonderful. And he's going to be talking about finding evidence and elegance in the diverse forms of integrative care. So he's going to get into the real evidence about it, which I think is so important, as well as understanding what has happened through the years in medicine and what is good medicine, and getting into the whole aspect of integrative care. Following him will be Dr. Laura Chan, who's a naturopath, and she's going to be informing people about naturopathic medicine as an essential partner of integrative care. And this is great because you have the allopathic component and the naturopathic, and a lot of people don't know what a naturopathic doctor is, let alone the training of it. So they're going to find that out and learn a lot about that, plus then have a question and answer period where they can ask some of the questions they've always wanted to ask and get a better understanding of what this whole topic of integrative means, this true holistic approach. Then following it, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We have Dr. Keshavan, who is the vice chair of a Harvard Medical Psychiatry Department, as well as the chair and head of, at Beth Israel, the community mental health, their whole unit. He's going to be talking about Eastern methodologies and spirituality and mental health. Huge, huge discussion, a wealth of information. All of our speakers, we're so blessed because they are excited about presenting, plus they have a phenomenal basis of not only research and education and information, but experience that they can share. Following that, People come and they'll have an excellent, wonderful continental breakfast. We made sure with the chefs at the country club that all the food is really healthy and well.
And tasty.
And tasty and good for you. And we follow lunch with Sherry Kohlbaum, who's known as the Juice Lady, who's helped thousands upon thousands of people understand we are what we eat, and food is good medicine, and talking about inflammation and disease and how we can actually be causing ourselves illness by the choices we make with food. So she's helped us. She's given us some great recipes that we've shared with the country club. So at lunchtime, you're going to have a special dessert. But Vitamix is part of our sponsors that are there. And they're going to be there. And as you enter, before you go into the continental breakfast, you're going to see that they're going to have prepared a wonderful, healthy drink for you. And then after lunch, when the body begins to change, they're going to prepare another recipe from Sherry that you'll actually experience the difference that it gives your body after certain times where the body has already digested and processed. Now, in addition to that, we have Dr. Sun. Dr. Sun is head of the Integrative Medicine Department and has done a phenomenal information in energy medicine and Qigong. He's going to be talking about energy medicine and helping people to understand it, and then giving them a phenomenal experience about Qigong. But again, all through the conference, you're also going to have the ability, we have musicians, 2 wonderful musicians from the Song of the Lark, that are going to expose the audience to music therapy at different times. From the moment you come in, you'll be greeted by music. During certain aspects of the program, you're going to get experiences to help your body open up through some of our instructors. We'll show you some quick techniques so you're not totally stiff and the body isn't uncomfortable. And then the musicians, even during your lunchtime, they're going to play music to help in the digestion of your body.
That sounds like a treat.
It's a real treat. I can't begin to tell you. We're very
You're
blessed.
just so excited about it, I can tell.
Because I believe in this so much, Helen. And here is the opportunity where I've been able to create a conference that I truly believe in, and in a sense give it as an opportunity to raise awareness, to empower people in their own health and wellness, to get people at the table from anywhere from the medical field to the holistic field, to the community advocates, to community consumers, everybody at the table at the same time, to raise that awareness, to get the information together as a launching part to begin the further discussion. When people come and they list their evaluations and they fill that out, because they can get 7 contact hours and a certificate of attendance for coming.
What do you mean by 7 contact hours?
Well, there's a certificate of attendance that people will get for being there. That's just being there. Contact hours is based upon seat time. Seat time. Now, it's different from continuing education units in the sense that you have a Tier A and Tier B.
Okay.
Tier A from all fields must be from, I call it the mothership, the organization, i.e. the medical society, the nursing association, the whatever it is. Tier B allows you to go to conferences that will assist you in your information and knowledge. It might be anywhere, also from reading materials to research that you might explore to DVDs that you may do. So this would come under, depending upon your background and your professional aspect. I always tell people, when in doubt, we've included the conference program on so you can show it to wherever your organization is to make sure that it meets your Tier B or whatever it is that you would like to apply towards contact hours. Everybody will fill out an evaluation form. That evaluation form is based upon all of the learning objectives that each of the presenters have had, and you'll see that online if you go to eventsforhealing.com. It's very professionally done. The PowerPoint presentations that are provided and the speaking will all follow the learning outcomes. The evaluations will follow the learning outcomes to make it very clear for everybody so that you will know that you have gotten the information that we promised you to get. So the day will be such where you'll have a variety of experiences, but will have the ability at the end also, if you so choose, to continue the dialogue with us. There'll be a box at the end of the evaluation form that will ask you, are you interested in coming to an additional meeting, not a conference. This is a working meeting where we get people from a variety of different areas together to identify the needs and to develop a model for integrative care. And that's where this needs to be, because you see, Helen, healthcare right now is really in the midst of a need of an important change. And consumers,
I totally agree with that.
Consumers are looking for lower cost, excellence and quality of care. They're looking for preventative care, and they're looking for disease management. And they're also looking for excellent information so that they can make good choices on their own health and well-being. And providers and people in the field are looking for the same. They need to know what's out there. I know that there may be some providers that may not know as much, but by coming to this conference, they're going to learn more. So what can people do? The conference is on April 9th at the Nashua Country Club in Nashua, New Hampshire.
So they can register
right online and go to eventsforhealing.com, and they can register right there. They'll immediately get their tickets to print out. And I would encourage the public, this is an opportunity where we're bringing great minds, great information, people highly skilled and highly knowledgeable right to you. From all, and we have people registering that are coming from different places, which I love. Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine. You know, we're getting them from all, and I'm just loving that, because what we want is a full house. We want everybody there. Let's listen together, let's learn together, and let's empower all of us to take better care. Because I think some of the information that people will hear may be different what they thought that they believed was the best thing to do for themselves. And they're going to walk away with these aha moments of realizing, wow, I am so happy that I came to this, because now I have better knowledge in helping my own family or myself or my business community or my HR people to know what they need to do.
Thank you so much. And just one last question.
Please.
Is this event for the public or for practitioners?
Both.
Okay, so anybody can
come. Anybody. So you can be a physician, a psychiatrist, a therapist, a clergy, a volunteer in hospice, a mom, a dad, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, somebody who cares about living a healthy life. That's all of us, right?
Well, sounds great. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Yvonne.
so much for having me.
Thoroughly enjoyed everything.
I really appreciate it.
So you've heard YCD Holistic Healing is the creator and the main sponsor of this upcoming conference on April the 9th, 2015 in Nashua, New Hampshire. How we heal, a holistic approach to health and wellness. I encourage all of you to come and join us. Stay healthy. See you next time.